Well, hello there. It's that time again. Another week's gone by, and this month has gone by. Here we are, September the 27th of 2014, and as usual, I'm going to do the blog that truly blazes. We're going to go over the end of the energies of last week's reading, what we're coming into now, and of course, always most interesting to inquiring minds, what lies ahead of us at the end of this week. So do stay tuned. Will be an interesting ride as always. Okay, the first card is the last card of the previous week's reading. Now this card was the Knight of Swords. Attributed to Gemini, it's our desire to quickly move ahead, to focus on our goals, to make our plans, and to tend to bring them towards completion. So this is basically a very positive energy. It's very mental in nature, of course. Okay, and of course you don't have to be a Gemini to profit from this, but the idea was that we would be very mentally focused. We would have our goals clearly in our minds, or at least be crystallizing them, formulating them, and then ready to put them into action. Because the swords are the mind, the knights are the most forceful expression of the suit that they're in, by the way, in case you didn't know that. And so consequently, this is a great deal of mental force being applied to a particular area of our life, whether financial, relationship, career, what have you. There is a strong mental focus and a desire to accomplish a goal. And now as we go through the week, it's going to be time to kind of shift the perspective a little bit, as we'll see in the next card. Yes, the next card is the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups now, entitled, what is it, Satisfaction? I'm trying to remember the title right offhand, darn. Luxury, that's right. Luxury is a title in the Crowley Thoth Tarot for this. Satisfaction is not far off, though, because the Four of Cups, Moon in Cancer, is finding emotional balance, and also looking at things from a balanced perspective, looking at what we have as opposed to what we do not have. Very important. It's easy to pine after things that we don't have or think that we need to have that aren't necessarily so. So this is a matter of getting more in touch with our intuition, because it is Moon in Cancer, okay, and that's very intuitive, very psychic oriented, and of course Cancer also gets attributed back to the Chariot in the major arcana, and that's a matter of assertion of the will, finding our way, finding our path, and sticking to it. So this is a time when we may be a little bit more reflective, we may be a bit more intuitive, and the main thing is we're trying to find that balance and just trying to keep things flowing on an even keel. That's basically the emphasis throughout the week, and as we see in the next card, I think that's going to be an important emphasis to maintain. That's right, the third and final card now is a little challenging. Five of Cups. Mars in Scorpio, entitled Disappointment. So this is sort of an unbalancing that can take place, going from that beautiful balance of the Four of Cups to the Five, and the Fives usually indicate a struggle. My suggestion would be to this: do not attempt to row up the stream, and do not attempt to go sideways. Just continue going with the flow, not letting... I feel like I want to say not letting our heads get in the way, but this is a very, very heartfelt card. And again, I think it's coming down to a matter of perspective. In that Rider-Waite deck, they show this card depicted as a man standing in front of 3 cups that are spilled in front of him. He's very upset about it. But behind him, there's 2 cups that did not spill. So I don't want to minimize bad feelings. I don't want to candy coat the reading. We may go through some bumps emotionally towards the end of the week, one way or another. But the fact is that we do want to look at what we have as opposed to what we do not have. And if we hold on to that perspective from the Four of Cups and maintain, to put it simply, plain English, that attitude of gratitude, we're going to carry through this challenge just fine. Well, there you go. The blog blaze, you blazed with it. I appreciate your support. I love you. Thank you for watching this blog. And until I see you next week, many, many blessings.